So you're thinking you're better than me eating an egg every day? I'm going to show you why smoking 4 cigarettes a day is healthier than eating an egg every day. This study here shows how smokers have a 41% lower risk of Parkinson's disease relative to never smokers. When we look at this article from Mercy for Animals, it tells us plain as day. He even shares a link to the Journal of Ethical Research that researchers have found that one egg is the equivalent of smoking 5 cigarettes a day. Do the math. Now you probably did the math and you're saying there's no way that eating eggs is as bad as smoking even a single cigarette a day. And I would say that you're right. The information that you were shown was cherry-picked to form a justification for smoking. And that's why I want to talk about ethical analysis of data. Let's look at this first study that was brought up about lowering Parkinson's disease through the use of smoking. Now that is true that is part of the study. This is, after all, a study about the health benefits of smoking. But at the very beginning, it clearly says smoking cures a very small amount of disease and has very small effect on these diseases. It even cites numbers such as in 2015 to 2016 in Australia, 79 deaths were prevented. However, that's compared to 20,031 deaths that occurred from smoking in that same year. Now let's consider this information that we got from mercyforanimals.org that says eating one egg per day is as bad as smoking 5 cigarettes a day. Well, what justification are they trying to make? Right underneath that claim is a heading that says egg production is as cruel as eggs are unhealthy. Now in this study, the information was used irresponsibly, and here's why. Their interpretation is that egg yolk should be avoided by persons at risk of cardiovascular disease. If that were as bad as smoking 5 cigarettes a day, why wouldn't it say everybody should avoid eggs just as they would smoking? Instead, for a certain group of people, it was found eating eggs was just as bad as smoking for them. Well, that's not going to be the case for us all, but the mischaracterization to fit the agenda that is trying to be pushed is irresponsible and taken out of context, and that's why it is an unethical use of data. So next time you see some data, think, was this data trimmed? Was it cherry-picked? Was it cooked? And keep an open mind, because you never know if the data that you have is flawed. Also, don't smoke. That's science. Better than an egg a day.